All right, so today I'm going to gotta do a little bee maintenance, and I've got a spacer board in between. So we have a spacer board for a bee treatment we'd done. I'm going to try to remove it, and then also going to add a honey super on top. It's a little cold. I don't know. I'm not a experienced beekeeper, so I don't know if I should do it today, but today's the day I've got time to do it, so that's what we're going to do. here's an update. Was not able to get the spacer off because they had built comb down in to the spacer area because I left it on too long. So it is what it is. I removed the treatment, set it up here on top. You can actually see comb on the treatment packet, but I was able to get the honey super on top without too much trouble. I do think maybe it being cold kept them a little bit more calmer, but we shall see. Hopefully we get honey this year. I've had these, this will be the third year, I think, third or fourth year, and we've not got honey off of them yet. Probably shouldn't be running too deep, but this is just a learning process. We'll figure it out as we go. Hopefully get a little honey this year. From what I've researched and stuff, one honey super, if they will fill it up, should provide us with all the honey we would use in a year. So with that said, we'll turn this off and get out of this suit and leave these bees alone, let them work.